In Home Alone, there's some imagery that suggests the 9/11 event. Here we see Kevin pressing the buttons 911 on a phone next to a miniature plane. Here we see Kevin dressed like a terrorist. Here he flies and crashes into a building. And here we see Kevin destroying the bookshelves, which suggest the collapse of the towers, showed by the two rectangles. Now, this 9/11 imagery could be interpreted as Home Alone making references to the 9/11 event, but that's not really the case. It's more like Home Alone is inherent to the number 9/11, and that's why it shows imagery which refers to the 9/11 event. Home Alone is a motion picture. Motion picture is the textual equivalent of the number 9/11. 9 is motion, 11 is picture. Just like the play and pause symbol, 9 is play or motion, 11 is pause or picture. Interestingly, the pause symbol resembles the number 11. The number 9/11 also is shown like 191 inside Home Alone. It's the 9 inside the 11. In this shot, 191 is associated with the word airport. Air mirrors the character of the 9, port mirrors the character of the 11. 9 is the air that moves through the static port, which mirrors the character of the 11. This echoes the words of the American math teacher Michael S. Schneider, who wrote this book called Constructing Universe, A Voyage from 1 to 10, in which he describes the characters of the numbers. The character of the number 9 he describes like this. 9 bounds and directs the choreography of the cosmic order, revolving within it, and only the pattern of the number 9 has no reflection. And in a radio interview, Schneider describes the character of the number 11 as follows.
But if you go with 11, which is like a passageway between two great systems.
Schneider's description of the characters of the 9 and 11 reflects the character of the airport. The air revolves within the port, a passageway between two great systems. So we could say that the 9/11 principle means that there is one thing, the 9, which connects two other things, the 11. The star of boredom shown in Home Alone's end credits visualizes the same principle. It's the star, or the 9, connecting two things, the 11. If we take Kevin's real name, Macaulay Culkin, we see that his surname resembles the verb caulking, which is the process or substance to seal joints or seams. This echoes the principle of 9/11. It's one thing connecting two other things. So Kevin's job is to connect two great static things. These two static things could be seen as two static pictures. Kevin is the one who is able to connect them, or to make of the pictures a motion picture. Kevin is the continuous connection between the two static, discontinuous systems. Kevin connects in a continuous way the discontinuous, static 9/11 buttons. Kevin flies continuously through the air while holding two static systems. Kevin falling continuously through the discontinuous bookshelves. But the most obvious example showing Kevin connecting the static systems is in this shot at the end of Home Alone. In this shot, we see the static, discontinuous steps being connected by Kevin's continuous footsteps. But also, we see Kevin holding the continuous handrail, which suggests that Kevin connects the static, discontinuous steps with the dynamic, continuous handrail. Kevin here exposes the principle of 9/11, which is one continuous thing connecting or sealing the discontinuous, static things. Therefore, 9/11 is the numerical equivalent of the practically impossible motion picture, showed here in this shot. We see Kevin first leaving a picture or frame. Then he literally leaves the frame to join this frame with another frame, or in this case, another shot. Kevin therefore is the glue which seals two pictures. Kevin kind of lives in between two frames, or inside a cut, which resembles the word cat. So summarizing, inside Home Alone there's a recurring thing of two systems being connected by a thing in the middle. This is being shown in many ways. One of them is the number 9/11. or 191. But it's also shown with Kevin's traveling family. They are, so to speak, connecting two great systems or continents, America and Europe, which is associated with Christopher Columbus, who famously traveled back and forth between these two continents, which makes it all the more interesting that Home Alone is directed by Chris Columbus.